Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home of the New Mexico State Aggies, and we have a showdown coming up in the land of enchantment. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Georgia Southern Eagles taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going right to work up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Look out, he's got room. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding Krieger.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Georgia Southern, 14. New Mexico State, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
He breaks a tackle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Looking downfield, it's Osborne. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
At the 43-yard line. 4th down coming up.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Power football with the run. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got him. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
New Mexico State, 7.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on at midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
To the wideout. He's tackled at the 31. Brings up.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Running inside the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the...
Finds a spot in the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fakes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Second down, he'll throw it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Eagles!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to it. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The offense changing the play. The give on the inside. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's looking deep. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking downfield, it's Osborne. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And the comeback is on.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complimentary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Dropping back, it's Osborne. Dances away. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the move, he fires. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Breaks into the open, and they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He'll pull it on the read. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. To the air on 2nd down. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone, it's Galladay. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Across the 25, he's got room. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Bring in the heat. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A+ level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Looking to pass. It's Osborne. Got it set up on the outside. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got a man. It's Jimenez. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback making checks. They just keep firing. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's looking to pass. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, Nate.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Off the RPO, complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Osborne. Makes the grab. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team